All right, thanks for that, Grace. Indiana has an illegal screen out of that timeout and a less than ideal start once again. Indiana, we kind of discussed during that first stretch of action, really doesn't look great coming out to start here this afternoon on offense. What needs to change?
Yeah, definitely. They're shooting only 14% and 1 for 7 from the field. They're getting good looks. I think it's just a matter of keeping calm and knocking them down, not forcing any wild shots, Derek.
Addison O'Grady's into the game for the first time for the Hawks. Here's a stop from the post from Caitlin Clark, and that's a pro move for her first bucket.
A couple of substitutions for IU as well. Keandra Brown and Chloe Moore McNeil coming in.
Moore McNeil tried to get it underneath into Brown, and the pass was errant, and that's back-to-back Indiana turnovers. Clark down low to O'Grady, and Iowa extends the lead. And now a turnover in the backcourt, and Gabby Marshall almost got a quick bucket to extend the lead even further. It's a 12-point game right now. The Indiana crowd trying to get behind the Hoosiers, who have really struggled here to start this afternoon. Grace Berger misses everything falling away, has her hands open, asking for a foul call, but did not get the whistle. And there's a foul against Indiana's Chloe Moore McNeil.
Just a bit too aggressive there by Chloe Moore McNeil. You can see Caitlin Clark trying to drive inside, fake it, and then look for a pass outside, but Moore McNeil just got caught reaching over there.
Allie Patberg is back in for Indiana, so they go with a smaller lineup here. Cardano Hillary gets her first steal of the game, and then is blocked easily by Caitlin Clark out of bounds. For what it's worth, that's the 11th straight game for Cardano Hillary with a steal, but even in transition, Indiana unable to score.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark, right place at the right time here. We see on the replay a one-handed rejection.
Cardano Hillary, again, this time she finds the basket from the baseline.
I think she prefers shooting it rather than laying it up there.
Talk about how much size Cardano Hillary gives up. She gives up about 6 inches at least to most players she's playing against. Of course, Caitlin Clark listed at 6 foot. Cardano Hillary like a second skin on her right now. Good find by Clark, great ball movement. Open three for Marshall.
Gabby Marshall, a 40% shooter from three-point land, and drains that one. Another wide open shot.
Foul is called on the drive here, and Indiana will have the ball underneath. The whistle goes against Tomi Taiwo, who just checked into the game a moment ago. The senior from Carmel, played at Homestead in her sophomore year and Carmel in her final 2 years, so very familiar with the basketball scene here in Indiana. Berger again from the mid-range, and she has had an ice-cold start from the floor. Berger is 0 for 4 now, and Indiana just cannot get anything going offensively. Cardano Hillary causing problems in the backcourt here, and you can kind of tell Caitlin Clark getting to the floor, but once again, Indiana's offensive production has really struggled. You know, this is a team that averages 72 points a game, and to be quite honest with you, Tom, as Cardano Hillary stepped on the sideline there, trying to keep it alive. They did have some issues against Northwestern as well, but that shaped up very quickly. This has been a long stretch of only 2 buckets for IU.
Yeah, in that Northwestern game, early in the third quarter, IU led, but then we're actually down again. And if it wasn't for Alexa Gulbe's phenomenal third quarter performance, as we see Caitlin Clark miss a shot here, I think IU will have been in bigger trouble as Northwestern were playing lights out.
Taiwo picks up Iowa's 5th offensive rebound, and Sinano with another basket. 15-point lead for the Hawks here on the road.
All right, 1st and 10 from the Indiana 25 left hash. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Carr in the backfield. Snap back to Penix. Carr gets the call. He dances to the outside, and he's tripped up from behind as Zach Van Valkenburg gets the tackle from behind. Kind of grabbed him around the waist and just caught enough of his jersey to drag him down from behind. Gain of a yard on 1st down.
This is going to be the time for the Hoosiers offense. They really need to just establish some momentum and slow the game down. It's been going at a lightning quick pace so far.
Indiana much tighter formation with 2 tight ends on this set. Matthews in motion before the snap. Penix takes it, tosses to Carr, who dances to the outside once again, gets down the sideline near the 35-yard line, actually stepped out with his left foot. That's an unfortunate spot there for Indiana as it's all the way back at the 32. Carr would have thought he was much closer to a first down. Instead, he just caught a piece of that white, and it brings up 3rd down and 3, and the Hoosiers are in danger of going 3 and out again if they're not careful.
We got Davian Irvin Poindexter in the backfield here, just to the right of Penix.
Interesting on this 3rd down play. 3rd and 3. Penix still barking out instructions. 10 to get the play off. 11:40 left in the first quarter. 14-0 Iowa. Indiana left to right on their own 32-yard line. Snap back to Penix. He looks to throw on 3rd down. Throws it down the sideline, and it's caught for a first down. Miles Marshall streaking to the out-of-bounds mark right near midfield, a couple yards across on an out route. Nice play and pitch and catch for a first down as Indiana gets their first down of the day.
And you saw a nice cover there up front by DJ Matthews for a nice hook route.
Call it 20 yards for a first down as Penix play action, and he tosses to Hendershot, who gets blasted after a gain of a couple. Man, that was a really nice play off the edge, and I'm telling you, Indiana has gotten a couple of licks early on in this game already. There's been guys that have making plays right and left. Seth Benson making the tackle there as Hendershot is stopped for a gain of 2. 2nd and 10 on the on the Iowa 45-yard line. Indiana's 2nd drive of the day, down 14-0. Penix back there with Stephen Carr. Claps once, does not take the snap. Says something at the line of scrimmage. Now sends Matthews in motion, and there's a false start.
Sloppy all-around play here, as I believe that was
Caleb Jones.
Caleb Jones at the left tackle slot. Here, like I was saying earlier, you just need to slow the game down here. With the home team already up 14, the crowd involved here, you just got to go through your schemes. They've practiced this. They have gone through training camp, had a good camp. Coach is impressed. They got to slow the game down here.
2nd and 13. Again, tight formation on this 2nd down and long play. Set up to be a run. Almost got an offside call. Matthews in motion, streaking right to left. Snap back to Penix. Penix stands in the pocket once again, evades pressure, floats it deep down the right sideline. He's looking for Hendershot. He got tripped up, but I don't know if the ball was uncatchable or there wasn't enough contact. Miles Marshall was in the area as well. No penalty flag down. 3rd down and 13. Indiana playing from behind the sticks on the 50 here on the road.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure there in the backfield there for Penix. He just kind of had to loft it up. From my viewpoint, it looked like it was just a bit too far out of reach for Miles Marshall to get his hands on it.
All right, 3rd down and 13 coming up on the 50-yard line. Ball resting on the left hash, Indiana left to right. Chris Childers is into the game beside Penix. Indiana's already used 3 different backs in the contest. Snap back to Penix once again. Penix slips, now stands in the pocket, throws an out route right sideline, incomplete. Nowhere near Ty Freifogel, although that's who he was going for. And Indiana, playing from behind the sticks, couldn't keep themselves in 3rd and 4th down and manageable, and will be forced to punt. Back here in Bloomington, Hoosiers have gone to the bullpen early, Josh, and Brianna Copeland makes an appearance for IU.
Yeah, she's a power pitcher. Showed it right there, starting off with a strike. 4.80 ERA. 15 Ks in 15 innings pitched so far.
A lot of folks thought she might give a run at being the top pitcher for Indiana. And there's still a lot of question marks as to who that's actually going to be as that dives down and in. We've called it a carousel, and Shonda Stanton has called it pitching by committee. And they're still early in the season and trying to feel things out. And these are the kind of games that you want to do this in. Ideally, you'd want to have a more comfortable lead, but that's just kind of the way the game's evolved this afternoon. Nothing wrong with that.
Copeland pitches and hits. She has state records in both strikeouts and home runs, the freshman does.
Fouled straight back. Yeah, it's amazing stuff, Josh, as she struck out 531 hitters in high school. That's hard to believe.
Crazy numbers.
Overall set 6 different state records and obviously was a top 100 recruit in the 2021 class. The 2-2 to Milkowski. Wave and a miss, tag applied, 1 out, and a strikeout for Brianna Copeland.
Starting fast. Copeland attacked. Hit her early, able to get the strikeout.
Jammed her and handcuffed her, went up and in with it and got Ryan Milkowski to chase with it. Here comes Reggie Hecker for Valpo. Just low as Copeland misses the spot. Hecker struck out looking her first time up. Saw Copeland has a nice build as well. Shonda Stanton has continually talked about her in the weight room. And a swing and a miss. And Valpo hitters here, at least through the first couple of batters, have struggled to catch up with the heat from Copeland. Strike 2 on the outer edge. In any case, Coach Stanton said this is one of the more impressive freshmen that she's had and seen in the weight room prior to the season. It's translated onto the field well as she gets punch out number 2 here in the 3rd inning.
Copeland working at a fast pace, catching the ball, getting into her windup, powering through.
Another look at it. Another chase. A couple pitches out of the zone, but you're able to do that when you work ahead in the count. Kate Beckmeyer will step in for Valpo. Senior from Forsyth, Illinois. Takes the first pitch low. Started 31 games a year ago, all in the outfield. 22 in left and 9 in right. She is a transfer as she began her career at Parkland Junior College. Hit .360 in the leadoff spot there. And behind this fastball for strike 1. Don't know what else you want out of a player. She was a .360 leadoff hitter. Did some pitching as well. High school valedictorian of her class. That's about as well-rounded as it gets.
Definitely.
Although I can't personally relate to any of those things. Hitting .360, pitching, being valedictorian.
Neither can I.
It definitely sounds good on paper. That's fouled back to the screen. Copeland's got a chance to strike out the side here. Registered back-to-back strikeouts of Milkowski and Hecker. Hoosiers looking for their first clean inning defensively of the day.
It would be the first half inning with no runs scored as well.
Which has turned into a rather lengthy start in Bloomington. Although what better way to do it in front of a tolerable day here outside. This is not the ideal afternoon, but this is certainly warm enough for a home game. The 2-2 to Beckmeyer, grounded towards third. Clean play for Radcliffe, and the Beacons go down in order in the 3rd. Indiana leads 4-3 in Bloomington.
All right, on to the pitch where the Big Ten was on the line Sunday in College Park. A win for Indiana, and they win the title outright. Maryland still needed help, but a win would certainly give them a chance. Out to Ludwig Field we go, and we start things in the 15th minute where freshman Sam Sarver finds a chance to break away, but his shot is blocked, and the cleanup effort from Tommy Mahalik will go well wide, and we remain scoreless. And hey, Sarver, he can't believe it. Later in the first half, Ben Bender with a dandy of a settle to get the ball free in the box, but his shot is sent aside by the All-American goalkeeper Roman Celentano to keep it 0-0. Now, just before the half, Herb Endelay stays onside and streaks behind the back line. He's got what looks like a wide-open shot at the net right here, but walk-on Chris Rindolph makes a gorgeous sliding stop to keep it scoreless heading into the break. Now, second half, an early opportunity for the Terps off a corner, a beautiful flick from Ryan Bloomberg, making his first start of the season, and Maryland takes a 1-0 lead. Now, Hoosiers are hanging in there here in the second half, but just 7 minutes later, Indiana is unable to clear it from the box, and Ben Bender notches the goal, and Maryland goes on to win 2-0. The Hoosiers will get the 3 seed in the Big Ten tournament and will host Rutgers Sunday at 1 o'clock.